Welcome to the world of backyard chickens. Raising chickens in your own backyard is a rewarding and fulfilling experience that provides fresh eggs, fertilizer for your garden, and even some fun and companionship. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, believe it or not. Chickens are a lot of fun to be around. So whether you're a seasoned chicken keeper or just starting out, there's always something new to learn. And this is what I've learned over the last year. Hey, if you would like to add something to the conversation, your comments are always welcome. So in this video, we'll cover everything you need to know about starting your own backyard chicken flock, from choosing the right breeds to caring for your birds. But before we get into it, here's a reminder to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It is a huge help to small-time content creators like myself. I just opened my own store, robshop.com. That is ROBBSHOPP.com. It is my artwork and other creative projects that I'm working on. And finally, please support my sponsors with the links in the description below. So there are many reasons why people choose to keep chickens in their backyard. The first one and foremost is the fresh eggs that you get from them. These will be the freshest eggs you will ever have, and they are laid by your own backyard chickens, so you know they are organic and good for you. They're low cost. Keeping chickens is a relatively low-cost hobby. Chickens are easy to feed and maintain. It's sustainable agriculture. By keeping chickens in your backyard, you're supporting a sustainable agriculture and reducing your carbon footprint. Raising chickens is fun and educational and a perfect experience for the entire family, from young to old. Chickens are fantastic pest control. They're little eating machines. They eat insects and other pests, which makes them a great addition to any garden. Another benefit, while not all that pleasant to deal with, chicken manure is great organic fertilizer for your garden and your lawn. Did I mention the eggs? Eggs from your backyard chickens are the most flavorful and nutritious that you have ever had. You will never want to go back to store-bought eggs again. This is going to be hard for some of you to believe, but chickens make great pets, and they provide companionship for other pets like dogs and cats. I can attest to that. My cats love my chickens. They love the interaction that they have with them every day. Chickens help you reduce waste. By keeping chickens, you can reduce food waste because they will happily eat damn near any kind of table scraps or other food items that you would otherwise throw out. And lastly, you'll be part of the backyard chicken community, and it is a fun way and a rewarding way to share your experiences with others and the knowledge that you've gained along your chicken keeping journey. So what do you need to get started? Well, first and foremost, you need a chicken coop. And a chicken coop is a secure and weatherproof place to house your chickens at night and during inclement weather. Coops have to have a roosting system inside of them or multiple roosts depending on the number of birds you have. They don't need to be insulated. Chickens are super hardy in all kinds of weather, but they do need to be able to get out of the wind and the rain and have a dry place to sleep. Now, the roost is a horizontal bar or a pole that chickens use as a place to sleep or rest. Roosts are an important component in the chicken coops, and it provides chickens a safe and secure place to perch at night. They have to get off the ground in order to be comfortable. Chickens instinctively seek high places to roost, and they'll line up on the roost in a specific order. Dominant chicken at the highest point. Properly designed roost should be clean, sturdy, elevated off the ground to promote good air circulation, and roosts should also be placed higher than nesting boxes to prevent chickens from roosting on the eggs. Do not put roosts directly over the nesting boxes to prevent waste contamination of the eggs. Most chicken keepers have a run for their chickens, and this is a fenced-in area that is off of the coop where chickens can roam outside, get some fresh air, and forage during the day. Of course, chickens need feed and water. They need fresh food and water daily, so make sure you have an appropriate feeder and waterer for your chickens. Bedding is another important component. A clean and comfortable place for your chickens to sleep, such as straw, sawdust, or wood shavings, covers the ground so that waste is easy to eliminate. Nesting boxes are important. It is a place for your chickens to lay their eggs. A wooden box filled with straw or wood shavings works fantastic. We'll get into the details of a nesting box in another video. You'll want to be sure to have that in your coop and available to your chickens. Chicken feed. Chicken feed is formulated specifically for their nutritional needs. It provides the exact amount of proteins, vitamins, and minerals that your chickens need to be healthy. Lighting. Now, if you want your chickens to lay eggs year-round, you'll need to provide some artificial light in the coop. Chickens run on a circadian rhythm. Days get shorter. They tend to shut their egg production down. You'll need some basic health supplies for caring for your chickens, such as a thermometer to take the temperature of the coop and the air around them, first aid kit, and some disinfectant. And lastly, predator protection. Depending on where you live and the kind of predators you have around your house, this is an important one. Damn near anything that eats meat loves chicken. You'll need some way to protect your chickens from predators, such as a secure fence, netting, or a guard dog. Before you take the plunge and start your own flock, make sure chicken keeping is allowed in your town or city, and make sure you understand the ordinances applied to your specific area. Double check with your local city, town ordinances and homeowners association before spending money on the accommodations for your chickens. Know the building codes and make sure you know if you're going to be required to have a setback, which is a distance from your coop to the property lines, fences, buildings, etc. You want to do that before building your coop, because once you build your coop, it's not the easiest thing in the world to move. Raising chickens, and I would say life in general, is a lot easier if you have a good relationship with your neighbors. The promise of no roosters and free eggs will go a long way in that negotiation. When choosing chickens for your flock, consider some of the following factors. Climate plays a big issue. Choose breeds that are well suited for your local climate, such as those that are cold hardy or heat tolerant. What is the purpose of you having chickens? Decide whether or not you want to keep chickens just for eggs, for meat, or just as pets, or a combination of all three. Different breeds have different egg laying and meat producing capabilities, so you're going to want to know at least what your expectations are and your purpose for having chickens. Space is a big one. Consider the size of your coop and the run, and choose breeds that are appropriate for the available space that you're going to have. Temperament. Not all chickens are alike. Choose breeds that have a friendly and docile temperament, especially if you plan to keep them as pets or you have children around. Egg production is a big one. Consider the egg production of the breeds you're interested in. This can vary greatly between the different breeds of chickens. Food requirements. Some breeds have higher feed requirements than others. Also, you'll need to consider your budget and your feeding capabilities. How are you going to get them food every day? We already touched on this, but legal requirements, check the local laws and regulations regarding the keeping of chickens, and know any sort of restrictions regarding size and number of chickens that you can have. Availability. Consider the availability of the breeds you're interested in, as some may be very difficult to find in your area. Those are just a few factors to consider. You can choose the right chickens for your flock and ensure that they are happy and healthy in their new home, and you are happy having them in your home. Care and maintenance. Some of this will be redundant, but housing. You got to provide your chickens with a secure weatherproof coop and a run that is large enough for them to move around freely. Clean the coop regularly and provide fresh bedding, daily feed and water. Offer your chickens a balanced diet of chicken feed, fresh water, occasional treats, and keep feed and water containers clean and refill them. When you're interacting with your chickens, regularly monitor your chickens for signs of illness or injury and seek veterinary care if it's necessary. Keep the coop and the run clean to prevent the spread of diseases. Lighting, again, if you want your chickens to lay eggs year-round, you will have to provide some sort of artificial light in the coop. Ventilation is a big one. We'll talk about this in greater detail when we talk about coop design, but you have to ensure that the coop has adequate ventilation to prevent overheating and to promote good air quality. You'll need to protect your chickens from predators by installing a fence, netting, or a guard dog. and provide your chickens with ample space to roam and forage during the day because they, just like us, need some exercise. Regularly check for and treat any pests such as mites or lice that may be affecting your chickens. Socialization is a big one. Chickens are very social animals and they benefit from having other chickens around. Keep a minimum of 2 to 3 chickens to ensure that they have some companionship. And finally, maintenance. You're going to regularly want to inspect and maintain your coop, your run, and the fencing around to ensure that they are in good repair. And to wrap it up today, just so you know, starting your backyard chickens is a fun and rewarding experience for the whole family. Kids love backyard chickens, elderly people. With a little bit of preparation and care, you'll be well on your way to enjoying fresh eggs from your own backyard. That is it for me today. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I am out. Before we take off today, here's a reminder to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It helps small-time content creators like myself in so many ways. Support my sponsors by visiting the links in the description. I've included links to any products mentioned or used. My artwork and other creative projects are available at robbshop.com. That is ROBBSHOPP.com. And remember, friends, there are no ordinary days. Make this one outstanding. Do something excellent for yourself and for someone else. I am out.